Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. In this video, let's discuss about a host-parasite relationship in plants. Introduction. In nature, some plants act as a parasite, relying on other plants called host for nutrients. This is known as the host-parasite relationship. The parasite attaches to the host and takes nutrition to grow. Sometimes the parasite takes just a little, but other times it takes so much that it harms the host. The damage to the host can vary from mild to severe harm, depending on how much the parasite takes. So in this relationship, the parasite benefit by getting food, but the host often suffer as a result. Types of plant parasites. Obligate parasites. These parasites rely entirely on a host plant to survive and cannot live on their own. They cannot make essential nutrients and must get everything from the host. For example, Cuscuta is a plant that completely depends on its host for nutrients and water. Facultative parasites. These parasites can live independently in the environment or as parasites on plants, depending on the condition and host availability. For example, fungi like Rhizoctonia, which can live in the soil but also infect the plants. Holoparasites. These parasites lack chlorophyll and cannot perform photosynthesis. They depend entirely on the host plant for water, sugar, and minerals. For example, Rafflesia and broomrape. Orobanchi species, hemiparasites. These parasites have chlorophyll and can photosynthesize, but they still rely on the host for water and minerals. For example, mistletoe attaches to the tree branches, drawing water and minerals while also making its own food through photosynthesis. Nutritional types of host parasite interaction. Biotrophic interaction. The parasite feeds on living host cell without killing them, usually causing minimal damage but reducing the host growth or productivity. For example, powdery mildew, Plumeria graminis. Necrotrophic interaction. The parasite kills host cell and feed on the dead or decaying tissues, often causing significant damage or even death to the host. For example, Botrytis cinerea, grey mold. Hemibiotrophic interaction. This parasite starts by living off the host without killing it, like biotrophs, but later switch to killing the host tissue to complete their life cycle, like necrotrophs. For example, Phytophthora infestans, the cause of the late blight in potatoes. Mechanisms of plant pathogenesis, host recognitions and attachment. Parasite detects signal from the host plant to find and attach to it. Some like Cuscuta use chemicals to locate a suitable host. Other enters through wounds or natural opening like stomata or root hairs. Penetrations and entry. Pathogens enters in plants in different ways like direct penetration through natural opening through wounds. Direct penetration. Some fungi and nematodes use special structure like aprosoria or stylates to break through the plant surface through natural openings. Pathogens can enter through stomata or lenticels through wounds. Many pathogens take advantage of wounds to enter the plants. Establishment and colonization. After entering the host, the pathogen establishes itself by weakening the plant defenses. Biotrophic pathogen create long-lasting feeding structure called haustoria to extract nutrients. Necrotrophic pathogen, however, produce enzymes or toxins that break down the plant tissues. Nutrient acquisitions. Parasites get nutrients by either invading the plant tissues directly or changing the plant cells to form a specialized feeding structure. For example, fungal parasites can develop haustoria to absorb nutrients directly from the plant cells. Evasions of host defenses. Plants have developed different ways to defend themselves, like producing antimicrobial compounds and triggering cell death in infected areas. Successful pathogens have learned to overcome these defenses by secreting effector proteins that disrupt the plant's immune systems, mimicking host molecules to avoid being noticed. Toxic productions. Many necrotrophic pathogens make toxins that disrupt the host cellular process, leading to cell death. This allows the pathogens to feed on the dead tissues. Final step, host tissue damage. In the final stage of infection, visible symptoms like necrosis, wilting, chlorosis, and deformed growth appear. This damage is caused either by the pathogen itself or the plant immune response to the infections. Example of plant parasitism, Cuscuta dodder. This plant attaches to the stem of various host plants and absorbs nutrients through specialized structure called haustoria. It has no chlorophyll and cannot make its own food. Mistletoe, a hemiparasitic plant that attach to tree branches, taking water and nutrients but still doing some photosynthesis on its own. Rafflesia, a holoparasitic plant that attaches to the roots of its host and depend completely on the host for all nutrients. Impact of parasitism on the host. Parasitism in plants weaken the host by stealing nutrients and water. Some parasites may also produce harmful substances. Hosts often show signs like reduced growth, wilting, chlorosis, and in severe cases, death. Some plants develop defenses like toxic chemical physical barriers to fight off parasites. In farming, parasite plants and pathogen can cause big crop losses, making it crucial to study this relationship to improve pest control and manage plant diseases. Thank you for watching.